Hello, everyone, and at long last, welcome to Game 1 of Grand Finals for the Hollow Knight Randomizer Lockout Tournament. This is the lower bracket finishing up here between Adyn99 and Gundham. I am Quacksilver, joined here on the mic by Sour Cream Supreme.
Hello.
And I am very excited. It's been a minute.
It has been a while. Ooh, we actually get to start. The curse has been lifted. Well, not yet. Hang on, we have to get the countdown first, right?
Yeah. So, looking at the board in a bit, so Grand Finals, you can see from the cute new masks decal on your screen that the way we are doing Grand Finals is rather than do a full bracket reset, which would drag the tournament on for a million years, we are running Grand Finals as a best of 5 with a 1-game advantage to the winner's bracket side. So Adyn is starting up in this series 1-0, having already won a prior match against Gundham. We're just going to count the racers down here.
His extra life essentially became a free win for him, because normally you would do a bracket reset, in which case he would have an extra life, where if he lost one, Gundham would have to win again, but instead he has an extra win, which is still nice. I think less powerful, but still quite a big advantage. So
yeah, and both of these racers are sort of out of nowhere stories. Both of them were not thought of as going particularly deep in tournament when looking at the initial predictions that racers made what feels like a million years ago now, and both of them proved their worth by not only making it all the way here, but both of them upsetting who many consider to be a favorite to win the tournament in Mike P on their path to this Grand Finals. Adyn knocking him out in winners finals, or in winners semis, and then Gundham in losers finals. So the racers have been counted down.
Was Mike the one who knocked Gundham down, or did Gundham get knocked down by someone else?
Adyn knocked Gundham down in winners finals. So
bit fuzzy on the details.
Yeah.
Okay.
So looking at this board, we've got a lot of things that build off of each other. We were talking about before. You got Nail 2 and Nail 3, Obtain Dreamgate and Kill a King's Mold. A couple of C-Dash things, which is a little bit rare. You got Fog Canyon Grub and Kill 4 Mimics, both of which hard require C-Dash. I'm excited for this race.
Yep, me too. Also a bunch of bosses. I love my bosses, so and I'm just happy. Hopefully we get to see Dumb Defender. That's one of my favorites for sure. NKG Tiebreaker. Hopefully we get to see that. So yeah,
with racers of this caliber, I would be surprised if we did not see Nightmare King Grim. Mostly because at this skill level, we tend to see it before the Tiebreaker 12-12 scenario.
Does someone not have load normalizer on? Looked like Gundam's load was way quicker. I just could be seeing things though.
We can actually check that, but I believe it's just as someone who has formerly a lot of long loads, City Crest at Fury.
Ooh, intended progression. C-Dash at the shop.
Nah, make them suffer more. Isma's at a Zelda.
No, swimming is boring.
But it gets you all the way there by itself. You don't need any other movement items. With C-Dash, you still need a Boulder Killer.
True. I mean, you get infection. Ooh, watches Geo right away.
But otherwise, a junk first shove.
Yeah, the shove's pretty bad.
So as our typical disclaimer for this late in the tournament, we are on medium logic, so some of the more annoying things that could be available as first progression would include Shade Skip up to Salubra, the Go Mask Shard, and a 3 Grub first progression item.
True.
All of which would be slightly more annoying than you're used to seeing on easy logic.
Very true. I'm hoping to see Fury at False Knight now that we had City's Crest at Fury, so
And
This is one of my favorite benches for sure.
yeah, both runners. There aren't really any early goals that like immediately call your attention. Like Crossroads Fog Canyon Grubs, if you do in fact get an early C dash, is something that you could do kind of early. You still want another way into Fog Canyon, but there's certainly nothing that's like False Night Moloch or anything that's a conventional rush.
The only thing I can see is visit Blue Lake. If they get maybe infection or some form of shade skip viability to get there. Looks like Adyn's just straight up skipping Go Mash Shard.
Yeah,
Honestly,
so this
I would
is
too.
yeah, this is a bit of a risky play from Gundham. If this is your way out, then that's incredible. But you are conceding all
Which
of
it
the
is.
other first checks. So if nothing is at False Night, this is huge for Gundham.
Yeah, at
'cause
least
that is a way out.
being so early on, Adyn knows that the game has to give him something to get out. So it might be a small advantage, but at least Adyn knows that's something he can go get. So like, it shouldn't be too bad for Adyn.
Yeah, Grub Song and Hollowness is still not a whole lot in terms of other ways out, though. So we'll see if False Night pays off for Adyn. But
Looking around, I don't really see a big thing in Green Path that would be useful for Gundam other than just checks.
yeah, I wonder if Gundam continues through Crossroads trying to find something a little better than Green Path Stag, like a vertical item or even a dash, or if he just
Yeah,
goes right to Green Path. But he is walking back to the Stag, so I'm assuming we might get Green Path.
Yes.
So
At least the first
diverging
check.
right away.
At least get the first check. He might continue on, but he is. Can't really get to Lake of Un without at least something. Unless I'm missing something. Is that vanilla? Or is that a seal?
A suspect. No, it's a journal by default. A suspect-looking vanilla Wanderer's journal.
Okay, that's smart. Get the 2 quick checks just in case. I like that play. Fan.
And also making sure to save the grub. With that Green Path Stag now up to, I believe, 7 grubs could be called for.
I believe you could shade skip to Massive Moss Charger. It looks like Adyn's immediately shade skipping to Slubra. I think you get all of them in there, right?
Yeah, so there are 9 grubs available on medium logic between
And
just
then
Crossroads and Green Path. -2 for the tolerance, so yeah, just 7 grub claw.
That's also something to keep in mind is that normally there's only 4 grubs in logic on easy. Now there's all 5 because of the bench fly skip. So
I also think it's smart from Gundam to go to False Night. Adyn probably trying to clean out shops, hopefully looking for... There are a couple of different charm goals on the board. And given that they're charms and not like one-off item goals, like, you know, a required tram pass or something like that, shops are looking pretty nice in terms of hopefully picking up something.
yeah. It looks like nothing so far.
But a Baron Salubra, yeah, wow.
Also, I didn't really get to see a lot, but I don't think there was that many relics, were there? Kind of skimmed through it as I was getting distracted by the False Night fight.
It looked mostly like Soul Vessels and Rancid Eggs, and Sly is going to continue that trend. A little bit of extra cash as a consolation prize, but it's False Night or that Green Path Stag.
Yeah. Also, another thing to think about is buyout Sluber's on the board, and there's not a lot of like relics of like recycle from her to keep your Geo up, so that's gonna be annoying.
Yeah, getting that Watcher's Chest. Oh, Hidden Station Stag. Alright, so the plot thickens a little bit. That also makes Kill a King's Mold much easier to access if 3 Dream Nails are pretty fast. Adyn is going to give us the grub check, meanwhile.
That's good. I always like going from left to right, although he's probably just going to warp out immediately.
Wings 7 grub wings!
There it is.
And a Simple Key at 6.
21
so
Monomon.
That wings is in logic, and because we're on medium, that does get you all the way to right side and opens up like most of the map.
Also, Adyn doesn't know that 7 grubs is in logic right now either, because he doesn't have Green Path Stag. So
Hidden Station. Hidden Station Stag doesn't put any additional grubs in logic, I believe, on its own. because you need some vertical to get out and or a way to get to basin. But Adyn is right away marching up for these grubs.
Yeah, he understands.
So both runners have one piece of the puzzle in terms of getting grubs. Adyn's probably like doing False Night hoping for a Balder killer, which would also get you that, obviously. It also helps that...
Sorry. Continue. No, you continue.
It also helps that Crossroads Grubs is a goal on the board, so there you get extra progress for rushing it.
For sure. I was just gonna say, like, also, like, when you said piece of the puzzle, like, Wings opens up so much, like, especially with the Shade Skip, like, all of Right Side, all of City, I guess parts of, like, Kingdom's Edge. Is his Geo invisible? That's gonna bother me. But yeah, like, there's so much like available to them.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot on this board that calls for Claw, even less that requires it.
True. Although checks, a lot of checks are behind it.
Yeah, other than just generic progress, but like Lurian's Telescope is the only goal that is explicitly Claw locked. Nightmare King Grim can technically be done without
Wings, or not Wings, well, is Wings enough for kill 4 mimics? Like, can you get the mimic in C-Peak with
if you have,
just Wings?
Not logically, but if you have dash and can do the spike tunnel into Crystal Peaks, I'm pretty sure...
I guess C-dash across?
You can go back. No, you can go backwards. You can make it to the grub with just C-dash Wings. It's progressing further through the reverse of Crystal Peaks that requires Claw.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. What's this for Maiden?
We saw Balder Shell at pretty low grubs. I don't remember the exact count.
Balder Shell here. That's nice. Okay. I completely skimmed over that.
Quick goal on route to Wings. Adyn still needs to find his way to actually getting those Wings, though.
I'm curious, can you continuously farm the Mimic in Call of 2? Do you think that would be... Can you do 4 Mimics in Call of 2, or does that only count for 1?
I don't know that anyone has tried to interpret that goal that way. Based on 6 Stalking Devouts, given that 6 Stalking Devouts specifies 6 different Stalking Devouts, I don't know what the intention behind Kill 4 Mimics is. I don't think we see a universe where you do Call 2 4 times instead of doing the Mimic Room in Deepness, but who knows?
Sure.
Like, if you really want to suffer through half of Call 2...
Oh, he's right! Falcon says it's kill 4 mimics, not kill 4 different mimics.
That is the only mimic that respawns. So Gundham is going to see the Wings now, as well as see that Adyn is up 4 grubs. Or 3 grubs, I guess, because he got 1. But Gundham does have the ability to actually get to 7 and warping right away to Green Path, which I think is a little bit faster on Grub Collection than Crossroads, so not bad.
Adyn trying to heal and getting hit with a rock. That's so unfortunate.
It would be a beautiful parallel if GrandFinals of this Lockout tournament also included a death to False Night. For those of you newer to the rando scene, dying to False Night is a tournament-winning strategy from back in the Rando 2 tournament.
Oh my. I was not around for that, but that's hilarious.
Man. I'm actually not going right for the grub rush, instead fighting Hornet. Maybe hoping that 7 grubs is not your best progression out of here, although Wings does so much for you.
Yeah, Wings opens up a lot. Not the most. I believe Claw probably still opens up the most, even if not in logic. But like your first vertical, man, you really gotta rush that. Defender stress, unfortunately not on this board.
Yeah, just also, the man himself, not the charm.
I'd never find Hornet to be that worthwhile unless I have a spell and Lockout. Like, she's relatively slow with nothing. Adyn still needs to find that Green Path stag.
Yeah, it does look
far behind.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's the only meaningful way out here. We haven't seen even another Balder killer anywhere accessible that's not Go Mask Shard. So, yep, Adyn's going back for it. Knows it's his last way to get out of Crossroads meaningfully. Hidden Station was just a quick detour.
Moloch could not be intended progression because it needs a spell, even on medium. I guess it could be. You want to bank on it, but here's Adyn finally getting the green path sag.
Oh, he's a little low. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. Okay, I'm a bit weird when it comes to Go Mass Shard. If I fail the Vengefly, I just accept that I'm playing bad and just shade skip. I just die to the Golem, and then accept my fate and shade skip.
Yeah, for me that threshold is probably like 2 or 3 attempts. He's got it this time, which is it's probably more heads up play to just like set up the shade skip if you have to. The Hot Springs bench is not that far away, but it's Grand Finals. We want to show off the tech.
True. We get 2 of them. And here's probably gonna be another grub. Once Adyn sees this, do you think he's just gonna hard rush grubs? I feel like he would.
Yeah, even if there is some other intended progression in Green Path, and that's like dupe wings, the draw of wings is very powerful.
Also, you gotta remember that simple key. We need a simple key for... I consider that simple key also very useful for break 3 dive floors. You get an instant 3 in going to the bench, but also like Dung Defender. Sure, you can just like spike tunnel in, but I believe it's easier to just use the key.
By far. Yeah, and to clear up in chat, Moloch used to require nothing. Sometime around perhaps the midway point of this tournament, or maybe around the time the tournament started, Moloch was given mini boss logic, which requires any one spell on all difficulty
I like
levels.
that better. No, not hard.
Yeah, not out of like a concession to, or not hard, not out of a concession to the difficulty of Moloch, but more a concession to the time taken to do Moloch.
70 something hits with base nail, I believe. I don't remember the exact amount, but it's quite large. So 60 hits. I could have sworn it was 70 something. I could be just wrong. So 60 hits is still quite a bit.
300 HP. That sounds right. That's yeah. So it looks like it's a grub farming rush. Adyn has 4 grubs up. But Gundham has already taken it all the way back. Yeah, so we're basically right there.
Yeah, what's it called? Massive Moss Charger hasn't been checked. Like, you can get 1 check and the grub past him. A really annoying shade skip IMO. But
yeah, I think if you're getting 7 grub wings anyway, it may be prudent to just pass up the Moss Charger grub and then come back for it with wings, because you can also get both checks behind Massive Moss Charger once you got wings. Yeah. It just seems a little bit more efficient to...
optimal.
Yeah.
Understandable. Gundam's already there, too.
So they're both going to get wings at about the same time, it looks like.
I think Gundam might get it slightly quicker. Look at these damage tank strats, though. Like, getting pushed the right way, I would have gotten smacked around, probably died if I would have tried a damage tank, man.
Alright, 6 grubs to 6. Gundam a little bit in front here. And get this pogo, or even has to fight the Moss Knight.
Also, little small optimization killing. Definitely not killing grubs, but getting this grub so he can immediately walk over to Grubfather. Very smart.
So once you've got wings and a simple key, what are you rushing here? I guess kill 3 different Great Husk sentries, although that takes a fair bit of time.
Yeah, Blue Lake also, probably. Just get that
Blue
out
Lake
of the
is,
way.
yeah.
You could go kill Soul Master, although without a spell, it's annoying. Yeah, here's Blue Lake, definitely. And just Adyn slightly behind, too. Probably gonna do the same thing.
I mean, even if you lose the blue lake goal, going to right side is very powerful.
Yeah. Seeing a fair bit of right side goals on the board here.
Between, like, Bardoon is theoretically accessible but long. Soulmaster is accessible but long. Great Husk Sentry, like, everything starts to open up.
Also, well, not Lost Kin, but you can't go over there. Maybe it's the fabled Basin Simple Claw? Like,
It could very well be.
Good thing you get 2 chances for that bench fly skip.
That's why you don't get nail upgrades early.
Oh,
King Station stack.
That's convenient.
Interesting. So
That is
I wonder
exactly why.
I wonder if Adyn doesn't take that then, knowing that he's behind. I confirmed on Bingo Sync itself that it's just a little bit of stream delay. Gundham did not hold Visit Blue Lake, so that will be his goal. Yeah.
Oh, that's our second white fragment. Is it gonna be Abyss in the grand finals? Let's go. Abyss is always it's always a bait, although it's always awesome to see it actually be worthwhile.
And Adyn also leaving Resting Grounds behind, going right to King Station. It looks like Gundham is going up first, polishing off some of these checks.
I don't know about that one. I feel like there's a lot more check density, although, you know, all technically in logic, all could be something. There's our first Balder killer.
Only after going through all of Green Path once.
Although, hey, oh, and he doesn't need to, he's just gonna shade skip. Maybe that reminded him of this. That doesn't work, Gundam. I think the planks respawn after you die. Is this talk to Bardoon?
I imagine that's where Adyn's going. Not a whole lot of checks you can do with just wings in Kingdom's Edge. And the route to Bardoon is fairly annoying, but it is another quick goal for him.
Yeah, especially, like, I think you do have to pogo once, and then also you have to pogo to get to the big room. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it requires some Aspid Ranching, which is no one's favorite sub-game in this.
So I am pretty vocal that I know it's an unpopular opinion, but I find wings only movement to be my least favorite. As you can see, it's still slow as heck. You have a lot of annoying things to do still. As in, like, such as this Aspid Ranching here. He's just going straight for it. But, I don't know.
Yeah, Aspid will
They
fall.
seem to be doing it well. Aspid just wants him dead for some reason. Okay, I would have already tried to... Oh, no. Okay, wow. Flawless. Significantly better than what I can do.
Very clean cowboy movement there. Meanwhile, Gundam going back for these green path checks that we had talked about earlier.
Yeah, smart. I believe the vessel fragment is in logic on medium. Just a little bit of pogos. Oh, and camp is pretty accessible too. I'm always used to, like, doing camp, but, like, with claw and dash only. That's always fun. Oh.
Just a mask shard at camp bench. If you're Adyn, well, I guess we're continuing up for Bardoon. I wonder if we go up to check the Kalos. You're very under-equipped. I'd be very surprised if we saw a run at those, even if they were necessary right now. But
I would really like at least one spell for it. Like, I'm all for doing curse, no damage stuff, but, like, even I want a spell for, like, Hollow. Even Hollow 1, having a spell is nice. Dearest...
Another vanilla-looking check.
We're gonna have to get a check to see if it's French vanilla or the actual one.
Yeah, we'll have to make note of all of these suspicious-looking vanilla items. So Adyn's gonna get Bardoon here, pretty much uncontested.
The only one that really matters, or the only checks that really matter that are like Trampass or, like, charms that can't be, like, duplicated. So those are always really funny to see. Vanilla. Because that vessel fragment could be any of them.
Yeah. So it looks like Adyn is continuing around. Gonna go up to Colo. Meanwhile, Gundham checking this.
2 checks and info he can get here. Sorry. Imagine autopilot though. Ooh. Good luck with your crossroads.
So that's not good for anything on this logic setting, but could have been useful were it not for the high grub wings, because that infection is a way to make it out of crossroads on its own in a couple different directions, actually. Sort of outclassed by wings, obviously, but...
Yeah, wings opens up a lot. I don't think infection gives him anything. Oh, it gives him significantly easier. It doesn't have to do this shade skip. Ooh. Ooh, that was clean movement. Ooh. We have our damage.
Oh!
Oh!
Okay. Sure.
If I'm them, I'm like, they're never finding this.
Now we just need King's Brand. We've got all of the pieces set up. We've got King Soul and Wraiths. Just need 2 dashes and Brand.
2 dashes and Brand. I mean, even then, get 1 more Void Heart instead. Oh, immediately going for the husks. Okay.
It looks like Gundham had the same idea here.
Ooh. And I believe Adyn is slightly behind, like, his stream, so... Also, what a choice for Husk Sentry, because this one's annoying, because you can bonk your head quite a lot. It's 2?
Yeah, it looks like Adyn will ultimately take this.
So it's okay.
Yeah, it looks like a cleaner fights on the Great Husk Sentries in terms of being able to use Wraiths for it.
Wow, yeah, he's doing it quite well. Now that he's at 3 health, though, I would play a bit more safe, and looks like he is. Ooh, look at that, though. Beautiful rotations. I like it. Big fan.
So, very interesting to think about what the runners think the other is up to. Like, if you're Gundham right now, do you assume that Adyn got your Wraiths? Do you assume that
Bardoon was
Adyn just killed them? Yeah, like, found Wraiths in Kingdom's Edge?
Yeah. So at least he might think that there's know that Shriek's over there. So, I believe both runners have a symbol key. It was at 6 grubs. What's it called? Dung Defender is open to them.
Yeah, not technically logical. The pogo up to Dung Defender is
Spicy?
considered spicy. Yeah, again,
Because of that Bellfly?
Yeah, the Bellfly and the time it takes to reset is a drag. But
sure.
It is doable, and so it is a goal worth pursuing. He's got a lot of health. I don't know if I go for it right away, but also
if I was Gundham, I might, just because to get another one out of the away from Adyn, so he doesn't run away.
Yeah,
because
usually
a 4-1 hurts.
That's sort of about the threshold for where you're
starting to scramble.
Ambiguously on the back foot.
Yeah. Because I believe you could even get to, Midwife is possible, right? Although annoying. Nosk is not.
Nosk is hard claw locked.
Yes. And I'm just kind of thinking of ways Deepness can be fun, so... It looks like this is synced. It could be them just getting up to the toll bench. Saving it for later. Although Wraiths does kind of destroy him.
Yeah, when Wraiths is your damage, I like Soulmaster a lot more than I like Dung Defender for sure.
I agree.
But also, you gotta do Soul Sanctum, so... I don't know if
nail art.
Yeah.
Although this is good for the other, if this is something and somebody else gets the goal, they probably would have already gotten Spell Twister by that point, and if they don't finish the fight, if the other marks something, they'll know there's probably Soulmaster. Good information.
It's like Gundham not going for it yet, though.
Maybe not. Maybe going into waterways? Because that simple key, to me, looks pretty good for logic, by the like progression standpoint.
Meanwhile, Adyn turned right back around, so looks like we are still diverging. Soulmaster from Adyn, and hopefully Dung Defender from Gundham in that case?
Or at least, like, getting the bench for later. But I would have really liked to see him go for Soulmaster. This is interesting. Maybe he's going for something else.
Could also be buyout Salubra. I didn't keep a firm grasp on the geo count, but...
Definitely not enough, I don't think. Unless she was relatively cheap, which I don't... Yeah, he's starting on it at least.
Those are some surprisingly cheap rancid eggs and masks, yeah.
I think he might have it. Oh, there's a 900.
Be close. There's an idol though, so at least if he doesn't get it except in 2 trips, he should be able to get it, but he will probably lose Soulmaster. Yeah.
Oh, well, most certainly lose Soulmaster unless he dies like 3 times. Commentator's curse, I embrace it. It's the player's fault for not playing around it.
Yeah, just be ready to get cursed.
Yep. Be on your A game, because I'm willing to curse you.
Oh, and that hurts too. Is that the Mantis Lord's Geo at Spell Twister?
Yeah. I even said earlier, like, at least by the time that the person finishes Soulmaster, you have Spell Twist, like, check Spell Twister. I mean, he still might be able to get there. But...
I mean, race obviously makes it much more trivial, but, like, VS, no Shaman, nail 0, it's like, what, like a 2-minute fight in total for Soulmaster? So probably a little bit less here under these circumstances when Wraith is your damage, but should be enough time to get to Spell Twister at least.
Yeah, I'd assume he'd be able to get there, even going through Hellroom, especially with this RNG from Soulmaster. So that Geo's going to be very nice for Gundam.
And
Although,
Hellroom
sucks. Adyn can't get the 2 checks. 2 checks. It's 2 without totems. Yes, 2 checks past him. So... Ooh. Dashless Soulmaster is not easy to get like these hits on, so very impressive. And there's Soulmaster. I mean, if Adyn would have just... There's no way for Adyn to know, but if Gundam would have realized that Shriek is an edge, probably could have melted Soulmaster way quicker.
Yeah, Soulmaster does not have a whole lot of HP, and Adyn's already right there back at Salubra. Adyn is absolutely choking Gundam out of these goals. Not going to be able to afford his way down there.
No,
buying the idol.
You also have to realize Nail 2 and 3 are on the board, and I believe Nail 3 is pretty expensive.
So, look for a second like Gundam was going to hold on. Might still not be able to afford it? Chat said the last 2 items combined were 1,600 Geo total, so if he sells that idol to Lem that he got from Salubra, he should be able to afford that. I would really like to see him get that goal. And I would also like to see him not die in Waterways, please.
Waterways sucks. It's like Baby Deepness, but more annoying.
Yeah, with worse ASMR.
True. Oh, he looks like he is going... Wow, not even getting the bench, though. That's bold. Very bold.
So that will... I don't know exactly...
Wait, the bell flies there. No, 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 no! Oh my god. No.
That's why it's spicy. That's why.
Oh, there is a backup here. There's another flying turnip right here. But
flying turnip, I love that.
It's a turnip. Oh my god! Please don't die, Gundam.
And you also have to not get bullied by it.
It's faster than you, especially without dash. Wow. Okay. I didn't curse him. I didn't do it. I was about to, and I held it back. Maybe that's why. Because I was like, he's doing surprisingly well. But
And he needs that that money back if he's gonna have a hope of contesting out Salubra.
I think he has Salubra on. Ooh, maybe not with that idol though. I think he has Salubra on lock, considering he already started it, and Adyn's probably thinking more towards the double goal of 2 and 3 now. So at least that's what I would do. We haven't seen Leg Eater, have we?
We have not. We have not seen Fungal really at all.
Yeah, Leg Eater can be something good, considering we still have charm goals, or just one. Pale Lore is also necessary. Damn, Adyn's Speedy Boy, isn't he? Gets the bench, warps out, starts buying out Salubra.
Yeah, hey, that's the Lockout philosophy. If you see a goal that your opponent can do,
Yep.
Stop them from doing it.
Please tank this. For anyone who doesn't know, you can actually kill the Bellflies without like you can hit them before they come at you and you don't take damage. It's possible. It's just timing. It's pretty annoying.
Alright, so Gundham's going to be able to enter this Dung Defender fight. Adyn was one Lem trip away from being able to actually finish off buying out Salubra, but will definitely be able to get it in the time it takes Gundham to do Dung Defender without dive.
Yeah. Dive makes this fight really quick. Don't be mad at me, but I want to listen to his music. I think that's a good switch, right?
Good change.
Yeah, go for it. Us music is better than not.
I'll switch back to Adyn, but I want to listen. We don't get to hear Dung Defender very often. Dung Defender is one of the best bosses, in my opinion. He has a lot of personality. Not necessarily to fight, but...
It is a much more annoying fight when you can't knock him out of the ground.
Oh, for sure.
I really do appreciate that Dung Defender and White Defender both have different sort of cheeses to make their fights less annoying.
I believe the White Defender just kind of sit in the corner and hit, right?
I was referring to the volleyball strat where you just you just hit him up forever.
That is a good one too.
But yeah, both fun characters, or I guess one fun character in two forms.
Oh, I guess he did buy out Salubra. I must have missed it. Paying attention to the boss fight. Volleyball, in my opinion, is semi-difficult. If he's slow enough, it's easy. It's just your thumb, or your fingers will start to cry on pain.
Alright, so Adyn is entering the fight. A big enough time disadvantage that, barring huge misfortune, will go Gundam's way.
I don't know... Oh, there it is.
There we go.
Clean fight. And Adyn immediately warping out good, doesn't have to listen to the scream.
Alright, not claw at Defender's
Gundam,
Crest, that would be wild.
That would be pretty interesting. Not as strong on this board, but still a powerful tool. I think also Void Tendril's journal entry is also hard claw lock, right? I believe that requires...
It needs Brand, Shade Cloak, and Vertical for sure. I think you can get up there with Wings and a Shade Skip.
Maybe. I don't know the tether for your Shade if you can reach that far. Okay, we shall switch back to Adyn. Indulge my music preference for a second.
Oh, there's our Ismos. Now they can get to City. Ismos here in Secret. You love it.
So what does that give them? Easier access... Not even easier access to Fungal. I guess you get D-Boost Relic pretty easily.
Yeah, that gets you, like, the only thing that it gets you now that it didn't before is Shape of Un. I'm pretty sure. And access to QG, they didn't have any other way in. Here's our first Pale Ore. So Nail 2 is 1050 Geo, Nail 3 is an additional 2,000 geo on top of that. So, and they've already spent down as far as they have to fight over buyout Salubra. That could be a little ways away. In the meantime, Gundam gonna keep clearing out waterways. Looks like we're just on check divergence right now. Like I said, there's not a whole lot that is pulling you to any one location right now. It's just sort of combing the map.
True. My internet died for a second, I guess. I don't know, Discord freaked out. But, I don't know.
I'm glad you're back.
Oh, thanks, my heart.
There's our first nail art as well, so storeroom's paying off pretty big. Gundam takes another unfortunate death in waterways.
It's unfortunate. Waterways is, like, deceptively hard without dash. Because a lot of the enemies are very fast and can really cause a lot of pain. Although I think he was dying to like the pogo. That is really annoying. But
he lost so much health setting up that form pogo up that the flukes just kind of ate him alive.
Ah, I guess this is what Ismas gets him. Right. It would get him QGA without the fun. But still get into Queen's Garden to get the A, right? I believe that's all you can get.
With Wings, you can make it around to Love Key, right? If I'm not mistaken, Wings and Ismas.
I don't know if the little thing where you have to go to get the lever is possible without dash.
Oh, without
or something.
dash, maybe not. Yeah.
It probably is, but it would be annoying.
Yeah, perhaps not something you're going for. And also, this is a check that I'm surprised to see this early in the game. It is in logic. Overgrown Mountain. Yeah, from Adyn. Usually this is like something that we see at like the 2-hour mark when people have just exhausted their options. And to be fair, we have still not seen Claw or a single dash. Even so, it's odd to see it this early. Yeah.
Like, the squids die pretty quickly, but... Wait, when did you get Great Slash? Did I miss this?
Great Slash was at the vessel fragment behind the left elevator in City, the Crossroads one.
Must have been when my internet kind of freaked out. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, there's Shaman
Stone.
Instant buy, you love to see it.
And Spell Twister.
Gets the combo. Right. I like it.
And some money, as well as the second Pale Ore. Gundam hasn't seen the first one at Storeroom Stag, but we're on our way.
Definitely enough for Nail 2, which I'm surprised Gundam hasn't, or not Gundam, Adyn hasn't kind of focused on. Although Geo is probably pretty tight. He still has more than Gundam. Oh, that's because he died.
Yeah. Gundam does need to go back down to waterways to get his shade if he's going to,
It's probably what he's doing. At least that's what I think he'd be doing, right?
Could also just be selling the arcane egg, etc. to Lem. And there's Lantern.
Peak access.
Without dash, though. Yeah, you just have the Darkroom egg. You can spike tunnel with Wings only, but you don't want to. It's very cursed.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Did he just go in from the top and leave through backwards QGA? Wow, okay. Okay. Sure, I'll take it. I've never seen that done before. I'm gonna write that down.
I mean, see, this is to get the mound check, I guess.
This is why I need to commentate, because then I can learn strats for when I play Lockout.
Exactly, and Aiden's gonna pick up a Shriek here. We saw it from 2 locations a million years ago.
Both racers avoiding Fungal for a while, now both in Fungal, which I found funny.
Oh, we're both right there. Are we gonna get a sync up on this, checking this mask shard here?
If
Looks
it's the
very much
Rambo
like
thing,
it.
it's gonna be really unfortunate for Adyn. Or whoever can click it faster. I don't know what the delay is like. Thank you, Adyn.
Ashmaster.
Hopefully that
rubbing
will spawn their dash.
Just rubbing in a little bit that you still haven't found a single cloak.
True. Is this an 8-digit seed?
It was not.
Wow, okay.
I randomed it. It is 9 digits. But
Also,
man, yeah. Maximum grub wings, no horizontal.
Yeah, see, like, this is so slow. Like, wings doesn't add speed, unfortunately. It adds, obviously, vertical, but not much of the speed. Oh, that must have hurt. That's a lot of geo. Oh.
That is just barely enough. You got 1080, he needs 1050, so Gundham's gonna be able to snipe away this nail too. Which...
Good.
Good. Needs it.
Definitely needs it. Okay. Very nice. I've never done that before. Writing it down too. Adyn smart boyo.
Gundam did not already have a Palor. Adyn already found a Palor at City Storerooms, but Gundam never went up there.
I feel like Shroomel Ogres are right out of your range for sure.
Yeah, it actually gets, in my experience at least, so much worse when you have Shriek than when you have Wraiths, because they just always tank it with their, like, caps.
They wear helmets. They're strong.
Who would win? The concentrated energy of thousands of tormented void souls, or one nice hat?
One nice cap. Beautiful.
Alright, so, but on the other hand, Adyn is going to get Shaman Twister and also all of this money. Prioritizing Shaman, though, which I respect.
I mean, Spell Twister doesn't get you nearly as much as Shaman, in my opinion, especially with Shriek. It still, like, doubles your output, but Shaman more important. Saw the, what's it called, Palor. Is that the second, or is that our third that we've seen? Right?
Leg Eater's the second.
Because I know Adyn has one. Okay.
Yeah,
so he can't get Nail 3.
Yeah, no, Nail 3 is still a long way away, and also with 63k, or 6.3k versus 5k spent, looks like we might be a long way off from Nail 3 just on economics. All of that Arcane Egg goes a long, long way.
Yeah, 2k right off the bat. What's like the general rule of thumb for upgrading your nail with just wings? Is it like no more than one vertical or nail upgrade?
So if you don't have vertical, you don't want to upgrade your nail at all. If you have wings but not claw, I believe you don't want to go past nail 2.
Okay.
So Gundam should be fine in terms of pogos, although we will put that to the test here, because this is also about to get a fair bit rougher.
Oh shoot. Bit of a bingo sync delay. Didn't even notice. There it goes. He's also going to the top this time, although this is the hard part.
Yeah, we'll see how well this Horn behaves with the upgraded nail.
Takes
honestly,
5 hits. Takes 5 hits with base, so I don't know what it takes with nail 2. Ooh. Oh, he's gonna damage tank. Okay, smart. I like it.
Yeah, yep. Corpse, I think, is it 3 hits there? And yes, Resting Grounds still is totally unchecked. Also, it's like 80. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I find like Resting Grounds to be similar to Soul Master, to where you don't want to go there without Dream Nail, Soul Master without Dive and Claw. Like, you want Dream Nail to at least pick up the checks that you can, or like be able to hard rush it, you know?
Actually doing Horp Arena, you love to see it.
I don't think we've seen Dash Master. Like the check.
We have not. No. But I just love, you know, them still without a nail art has to actually do Horp Arena.
Also, double corner for sections. Love to see it. This is
Village Stag. That's basically the goal. Talk to Midwife pretty free from that stag. The dark room you need to get there is fairly trivial.
Yeah, it's just, I think, one spike bit? Just one?
Yeah, just jump and swing wildly and you'll make it.
Yeah.
It's my official speedrun strat for anyone at home trying to do Dark Midwife.
Also, wings would help you out a lot there.
Yeah, for sure.
Dark rooms are easy with wings.
Also, thank you, Alex, in the chat, confirming that the Green Path Stag Journal was an actual vanilla item. So altogether, we can say, dearest Homophony.
Oh wait, Adyn's going for Midwife right now too, I think.
Oh. I hate to see that.
That's gonna hurt.
It's a much more painful way to get there.
True. I find the Dark Room not bad, but I've also done it a million times, so I can understand.
I mean, just between going from QG and going from Distant Village Stag, even if you're proficient at Dark Deep Nest, which, disclaimer, I am certainly not.
Adyn is, though.
The Stag is much more comfy, and yeah, Adyn with the quick slashes of frustration as he warps back to the Crossroads Stag.
Yeah. Gundam really pulling it back now, though. Like, was down, what, 4? 3? I think 3? And now it's
I was down
like,
4-1.
almost tied it up. Going into peak, nothing to gain except for one check and quick access to the CG1.
Yeah, so wings on hard logic would let you get one additional check in Beast-Den. There is a convoluted and cursed shade skip to get to the Rancid Egg. Hera itself is hard bloodlock.
Spicy or medium for
spicy?
It's okay.
Yeah, spicy shade skip for Rancid Egg with wings, and then Hera is just claw locked.
I think all dreamers are claw locked, right?
Yes. Oh, but there's
he
our
finds his own streak.
All right. So, got damage. Oh, and there's our claw. That's big because Gundam doesn't even have Ismas, which let alone Lantern. So
Wait,
it could be a while.
Where was Ismas? This could be a runaway here.
So right away, that's CG1, and probably turn around right away and do Lurian's Telescope from there.
Streak be pretty trivial, yeah. If you're Gundam, this is scary.
Lantern was at the Rancid Egg and Queen's Garden, so we've seen two different ways to get there in theory. Gundam could pick up Great Slash from storerooms, or could pick up Ismas from I don't actually recall where off the top of my head.
Yeah, that was really young.
It has neither.
Yeah, this hurts.
So that could be a while before he gets to that claw. Looks like Gundam is going to show some love
third
to
Paylor.
How Adyn keeps snowballing it.
Although it's gonna be difficult to get nail 3 considering he has nail 0 right now. But still available to him now for sure.
But with this mark, Gundam is going to know that he is missing at least 2 items in some combination of either Diver Lantern and either Dash or Claw. Because right now he's a fair bit behind in progression, which really is unfortunate.
Okay, Gundam has Shrink, so this should go fairly quick. I find Mantisaurs to be relatively slow. They teleport off screen, meaning they dictate the fight, not you. Oh, and he misses, unfortunately. So, not my favorite fight in the world. Probably lower end for me.
I am an unabashed Mantis Lord stan. In the recent influx of meme speedrun categories that have been picking up steam over this holiday season, I have been trying to cram an early Mantis Lord's fight into all of them and have been completely unsuccessful in justifying it. But I still think, like, I have such fond casual memories of the fight that
yeah, sure. Especially casual.
Yeah. Such a clean fight.
Great
Sisters of Battle.
Oh,
Basically
that
with some skill level involved.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Adyn is coming up on Mantis Lords, on Watcher Knights here. Unless there's a dupe claw at Mantis Lords, there is very little that Gundham can do about it. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that right there is why you don't upgrade your nail past 2, because that pogo becomes impossible on nail 3 because you just one-shot the Mantis and can't draw it over.
Oh, you can't. Yeah, that's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I missed one. He's almost 6 now. There's the lever.
So Dream Wielder, much like Dash Master, kind of nice, but you don't have the stuff for it. And there's a Zephyr Ismas.
I even said maybe he has, or maybe he's gonna get something to get him to the claw.
So okay, so he's got to go right to QG Ag, as Adyn gives us a nice and bassy Watcher Knights fight here.
Also, no dash. Really annoying without dash or Dream Nail. Doesn't get to refill his soul. It looks like he's immediately doing that.
Alright, so Smarter Gundam gonna pick up Lantern here. Gonna be able to get Claw just after all of the claw goal, like explicitly claw goals, are taken away from him.
Except for Nosk, I suppose.
Oh, except okay, yeah. I mean, would you do Nosk without dash?
Yeah, if I have Shriek. Because you can hit him through the ceiling.
Shriek does
Much
make it a
better
lot
fight than Mantis Lord's IMO.
Maybe in terms of speed, not in terms of behavior of the boss.
Speed is like kind of like the whole point. That like that's what makes half of them fun.
Alright, there's Lantern for Gundam, and Adyn looking a little unhealthy, but going to power through and get Watcher Knights done.
Yeah, I agree with Jamie. Speed is kind of like the only really relevant thing in boss fights.
Speed is the only relevant factor in a boss fight, but deaths are very slow.
Yeah, I mean, I've yet to die to Nosk in a very long while because he's still an easy fight, especially since he has that cheese.
It's true. The hidey hole is very kind to Nosk. Kind for Nosk, rather. So there's the telescope for Adyn.
Yep. Running well, I mean, we said this earlier, how he went ahead like 3 or 4 goals and running away, but Gundam brought it back, and he still can.
Yeah, it really becomes a question of how fast he goes to get Claw.
It's a hard read. I mean,
yeah, without Claw, I can't even entertain the idea of Nosk.
Yeah, but it's a hard read for sure. Because like when you get Lantern, the first thing I think of is not peak, so that's why I have to kind of like, whenever I pick up like a progression item such as Lantern, I say, okay, this gets me this, this, and this, and hopefully it clicks in my head to go check it. But
so Adyn now with a Claw, heading back to QG here. It looks like we're briefly synced up on this love key check.
Maybe. Odd one to sync up on.
Yeah, no real specific draw for that check over anything else, but, you know, if it's a charm, Gundam is going to be so upset.
Oh, yeah. I think it was me, I think it was me against Glitchy, where I, for some reason, mod logged going to dark, No Wise room. and stole a goal from him, and that probably hurt. It's nothing, unfortunate.
Alright, just a King's Idol.
It always hurts to pick up an item 2 seconds, or do a goal 2 seconds after your opponent did it.
Yeah, the worst feeling is seeing it unmarked, doing the goal, and then seeing it marked.
Yeah. Or like even worse if like you go to click it, but they click it that hair faster than you, because you couldn't find it.
Yeah. Dark Deepness has not been checked outside of talking to Midwife. Looks like we're getting the Spore Shroom check real quick, and then Adyn has the ability to just do Nosk. Gundham can come down and get 3 of the 4 Mimics, but can't actually... okay, so that's Crossroads Grubs and a much easier 4 Mimics for Adyn.
Yep. So there's 3 goals he can immediately do. He also has half of the Nail Art goal. And I believe he has something else. Oh, Nail 3 is possible to him.
Yeah, alright, but with the, Oh no, I was about to say, it could have lured him into peaks, but he's just picking up the final Crossroads grub. Unfortunately, is going to lose out on that goal, because Adyn, I believe, already got all 5.
Does he?
No, Aiden's going this way for this grub, which Gundham already got. This could actually be a tight race.
I mean, they both should have a lot of grubs in Crossroads, considering wings. Gundham needs this, honestly. Like, he's not necessarily that far behind, but in terms of progression, he very much is.
But Adyn, or Gundham rather, having to go up this way. Aiden's going to be in front of it. That's unfortunate. That's going to be a close snipe as well.
Yeah, they synced up at the wrong time for Gundham. Is that his? I guess it was his final. Yeah. I don't remember if that's all the grubs in Crossroads, but was this something? No. Oh yeah, it was the Arcane Egg. Umu fight? People arrive?
I mean, you got Shaman Shriek, who's not really a boss at that point.
Aerial mini-boss, as Jason likes to advocate.
Umu, for the purposes of Randomizer, Umu is legally a Dream Warrior.
True. Very true. Oh my god, Gundham, your claw is so tantalizingly close.
I think that was him going for the dive entrance and then realizing that his peaks access is Lantern. Yeah. So, gonna get Claw. Just like a minute too late here.
Dream Warriors are Umu. Speaking of Dream Warriors, we still haven't seen Resting Grounds. Or Dream Nail, but Resting Grounds we haven't seen either. And as it's so facto, it always has one in Resting Grounds, or there's always one in Resting Grounds, right?
Alright, Gundham at long last going to be reunited with the Mantis Claw.
It's kind of insane how powerful Mantis Claw is if you think about it. Like, it's not the, like, I feel like it's not as powerful as everybody says, but it is still a tremendously powerful item. Okay, Gundham got his claw.
So this is
unfortunately a bit too late.
Yeah, running to polish off Mimics quickly here.
What is C-Dash? Oh, they still don't have Dash either.
It's a rough seed. This is an unkind seed. A true test of skill and endurance to kick off our grand finals here.
It's a marathon. Gotta run everywhere. Not even Sprint Master. I mean, they have C-Dash, but that was just recent too. Close enough.
For the ultimate troll.
See, the reason why they haven't found a Dash yet is because they're not wearing Dash Master. Everyone knows wearing Dash Master spawns the Dash. Gundam, is this you going for the... Oh no. Oh no.
Yep, and there's the turnaround. Adyn has been on point with these very, very quick lockouts to just really... It sends a message. It really does.
Man. That's insane. I think, are they both going for Nosk right now?
I mean, that if you're Gundam...
Adyn has to. Or Gundam, rather.
Yeah, you kind of have no choice. Because if you lose Nosk, you're really in the hole.
Yeah.
You really don't want to let your opponent get to double digits before you get to 5 goals. So, gonna be some Nosk content.
Yeah. Much better fight than Mantis Sword's IMO. I'm just trying to piss off someone.
Oh, I respect the Mantis Lords. Back
I
when
respect them, they're just boring. Mantis Sword sucks. I said it. This battle was real fun though, I will say.
Pro Mila but anti Mantis Lords.
I mean, I don't want to see Mantis Lords die. Like, you know, I just don't find their fight fun. It's just boring. They're along the same level as Elder Who to me.
That hurts me a little bit. But
I mean, you can like them. I'm not saying you can't like them. I'm just saying I don't like them. Like, what's wrong with that?
no one likes Elder Who. Come on now. That's unfair. So Gundam's got about like a what, maybe 20-30 second lead on this Nosk fight.
Oh, for sure. Unless he dies, he has it.
He should have it. Shriek is very powerful. Plus, Gundam has nail upgrades, which Adyn does not have. So even if Gundam has to sit in the hidey hole for a little bit longer, just doing more than double damage, relatively speaking, with nail swings will be sufficient, I imagine.
And like, even when Nos runs up in the top, having I believe you can hit him with Shade Soul as well, but Shriek just kind of melts some ways in the air, like right here. Yeah, who knows? I can't tell how much soul he has ever. It's like pure white.
Oh, that was Gundam. Alright, no, he's not.
Nerves starting to get there, maybe? Good, he needed that.
A little dicey, but that's how you stay in the game. If you're at this point, I imagine you finish the fight, as you're already here and there is a check there.
Not an important
one.
Wanderer's
Journal. Could also be that Adyn doesn't see.
Very fast.
So the hunt for one of 8 items.
Pretty much, yeah.
4 dashes. So yeah, for those of you unfamiliar, we play with duplicate major items, which means in addition to the 3 dream nails and 2 dashes that typically inhabit the randomizer, we have a duplicate of Ash, Shade Cloak, and Dream Nail. So any one of 8 locations contains something that would be nice. Honestly, 11, because we could use a dive too.
Yeah, a dive would be nice. High blood. Is that a sign?
Like
vanilla? Or is that that might be a Wanderer's Journal.
That's a Wanderer's. Congoline is a Wanderer's Journal by default.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the ultimate underplat here with Crystal Dash to Crystal Dash.
Yeah, unfortunately, he can't do regular Crystal or underplat. Is that even possible? Just wings? Just like underplat? Because I would at least try it.
I do not know. And there's Fluke Nest. Alright.
Hey, what's that?
Continuing to serve us garbage.
He didn't pick up anything. What are you talking about?
Oh, right. How silly of me. I forgot the invisible charm. Oh, God.
Poor Jason.
Or, yeah. So the story behind that, while we're in this progression check level, is Fluke Nest was famously a goal that remained unmarked and unchecked, or a goal that remained in Jason's inventory and unchecked or unmarked for the duration of basically an entire race. So flukiness doesn't actually exist. It's just a myth.
Also, I think it wasn't like the entire race. I think he had it for like towards the end and went and killed Soulmaster, even though if he just looked in his inventory, he would have won. I think that was the funny part. Like, he had the winning goal, he just never marked it.
So yeah, some really clean movement, honestly, from Adyn to do that Crusher's chest without dash. That is more annoying than it looks.
Can you open the chest with Great Slash?
Very possibly.
I know you can do it with dash. Dash slash, rather. I know you can do it with Great Slash, if that is possible. Also, Adyn, there's a bunch of random obtains on this board, although he is falling behind Gundham pretty hard.
Alright, here's the no eyes check. We're like just sort of trying to figure it out here.
I mean, Resting Ground still hasn't been checked. A lot of edge. Like, well, I guess you need dive for edge, right?
I don't think they've got claw though. They can get a couple more things in edge, like Pale Lurker stuff.
Ugh.
Pale Lurker fight also not great with Shriek
Without
as your dash.
Well,
No
you can Shriek her when she's like in the corner, and it works out well. It's just catching up to her without dash is rough.
And Shopkeeper's Key also barren. Alright, cliffs.
Oh, cliffs
Surely
as well.
It's not cliffs. We've seen so many other areas. Hopefully between the, 8
Shio?
checks?
Please be Shio. I love Shio. Shio is such a forgotten check. Also, Un hasn't been checked either.
That is true.
But that's just a one check, whereas Cliffs is like what? 7? 5 to 7, something in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6.
6, 7 if you have a Dream Nail and can light the Grim Lantern, but they do not.
Sure. Or what's it called? If you count Balder Shell, I guess. Oh, Balder Shell hasn't been checked, has it?
I don't think so, no. They do have a Balder Killer, right? Yes, they found Elegy.
Yes.
But no VS, no dive. Wow. Alright.
Speak of the devil.
We've, Gundham, rushing the Pleasure House checks, which, nice. Bit of a meme from both of their races against Mike earlier in the tournament. Pleasure House, usually when you're down on your luck, is a good way to get bailed out. And Unbreakable Heart is kind of, but not a dash, not a...
Oh no, it wasn't. I'm dumb. Sorry.
Yeah, it's hard to break 3 dive floors without dive.
Alright, listen here, Buckaroo. He was at the thing, I thought he dove down there, I'm tired. I just saw something, okay.
No, I feel you. Also, Adyn confirming for us that White Palace does not have any of the things that we need still, somehow.
Yeah, unfortunately. I haven't checked a lot in Basin either.
Yeah, so Gundham, this skip is still doable, I think, with just wings and nail upgrades, but it's much, much tighter on baiting that Vengefly out, so...
Yeah. I think you could also maybe damage tank to make it a little bit easier on yourself. Because I think you do get a little bit of height with the damage tank.
Yeah, Gundham, it also looks like just skipping Joni's Blessing, despite having Lantern and C-Dash.
Oh, they look intended claws here.
2 claw in cliffs. Nice.
Actually, I take it back. I don't think it's intended, because I believe it's a spicy skip to get up here.
It is.
Ooh.
A dash.
Woo, right. We finally found it.
Got one.
Not the biggest thing. Also, we just skipped over it. This is what Adyn's doing. Fountainhead Soul Eater, which is on the board. So,
yeah, this seed really wanted you to spend so much Geo.
It's not the seed. It's the board. The board is mean.
Oh, that doesn't bode too well for Elegy if you're taking damage there.
Or Elegy? Oh, for Boulder Shell.
Yeah. Alright, but with the 8 of dash, that's gonna be fine.
Mild, right? Nice skull for
Yes.
Adyn here.
Wings Pogo is enough to is a medium logic. There's another dash.
Just needs King's Brand.
Oh my god.
No, don't buy it.
Cliffs was insane.
Also, you can't get that wings without wings unless you find Stagnant Stag.
Claw, 2 dashes, and wings. Wow. And immediately turning around and going to Sharp Shadow. Love to see it.
I guess. Obligatory Sharp Shadow check. As
like, hey,
yeah,
you got Shade Cloak. It's been about 1,000,000 years since you got progression.
And yeah, just damage tank through this, honestly. I think you probably could just damage tank through the whole thing again with masks.
Be rewarded with Long Nail.
Balder Killer. That's a sign, Shape of Un, by the way.
Yeah, also something they have forgotten about. Yeah, so, alright, what's the fastest victory? King's Brand is kind of nice. It's a goal in like 8 checks. 7 checks? Some high number of checks. Still
2
hunting
+
down.
1 + 2, 5 + 2, 7.
Yeah. Still hunting down one random charm goal plus Grimchild.
Yours is probably getting the Gundam here because this Pogo section is not very difficult, but like one mishap and you're gonna tank and then your rhythm gets all messed up. Dive.
Oh,
GG.
and a death at the same time. Oh, that's right.
F. I meant to say F.
Yeah, big ole
That's
F for Gundam.
I think that is a GG too if Adyn wants to spend the Geo on Nail 3.
I mean, he's already spent 8,500. Does he even
Also,
have...
wait. Obtain Dreamgate is on the board. I just realized we don't have a single Dream Nail.
Yeah, no,
Makes it all the sweeter.
Aiden's at 10. Aiden's at 11 now with 3 dive floors. Can get up to Godhome, but can't get in without Dream Nail, which could be a 12th goal. You just
5 goals.
Really yeah.
5 goals are locked behind Dream Nail.
It is astonishing that we have managed to go this long into the seed and still see none of them.
Did he break that to get his 3rd dive floor? He knows he gets 3 for diving down into waterways, right? Like
He may be
uninformed. Oh, he's
so it counts not by number of times you dive, but by number of floors you break. So the path to the waterways bench is 3 dive floors by itself.
True. So yeah, he got that goal before he thought he got that goal.
Gundam going to, in true fashion here, Gundam going to pick up his dive just a minute too late.
Also,
this is the unforgiving nature of the Lockout format right here.
Yep. I want to point out, no Flukemar, you don't have Dream Nail, Adyn, you can't do anything over here. Oh, okay.
Shortcut first, I respect it.
I never opened that shortcut. I never do. It's smart though, especially with Godhome on the board. Adyn already has a win. This puts him at match point if he wins this, obviously. Gundam can pull some crazy heroics and come back. That'll be insane, but it's not looking pretty.
Yeah, this game... Oh, and there's another dive. Wow. Gundam just not getting dealt a kind hand this game.
Yeah. I believe Adyn has one nail art, and well, basically one dream nail wins in the game. One dream nail gets Gundam back in the game. I hit 2 instead of 11 because I'm smart. We're just gonna ignore that.
There's a system of numbers where that works out, I'm sure.
It just had a process. That's all it was.
Yeah. The tracking system needed to count up to 11 real quick.
Are they both going to Rising Grounds? Wait, does he have dive? He does have dive.
Yeah. If Gundam gets sniped out of like quick slash here, I'm gonna be so sad.
Well, Adyn's not going directly to Resting Grounds, which I'm assuming has a dive. Not a dive, a dream nail. I can't speak today. Or ever, really.
Like, geez, you kind of hope so.
Oops. Also, those Crystal Hunters are menaces on current patch. I run down patch, it's significantly easier.
Yeah, it's like their fire rate, it feels like it tripled or something,
yeah, it's a
right?
lot. It definitely more. I don't know about tripled, but it's definitely a lot more. It's infuriating.
Hello, Dream Nail? Not quite.
That'd been funny. This is gonna suck for Gundam if Dream Nail is here, because Adyn is right behind him, and he might not be able to get all like the goals from it.
Oh
yeah,
no. Okay, so this is pretty much game because Gundam needs to call correctly which of Lostkin or Radiant Boss Adyn is going to do, and then beat him to the other as well.
Yeah, he needs to snipe a lot.
And like he can't check crypts because he's behind and needs to rush this goal. Like Adyn has any number of strategies to take this game away. Like he can just do Radiant Boss because it's long and he knows Gundam will go for it. He can eschew both of them and just check crypts and like have that work out for him fine. Like try and win off of Dreamgate and checks and Nail 3.
Yeah.
The best case scenario for Gundam is Adyn does this and warps right to Lostkin and loses
Lostkin's
it.
a long fight too.
Yeah.
Especially without Shade Soul.
And Gundam does still have Nail 2, which for these late bosses is pretty valuable.
Yes. Essentially, if Adyn doesn't go for Lostkin, I think Adyn wins, because he can literally do any of the others and then Nail 3.
And Gundam not even checking Base and Claw.
He can't afford it.
Yeah. Gotta go crazy goal rush mode to have a chance in this. And meanwhile, just checking crypts like it's no big deal.
He knows he has such a big lead too. It's not the most safe play. Ooh, Garden Stag. But it's he has the wiggle room. Oh no.
That is, I believe, a third Paylor.
Oh no. So that's
wants
literally
to spend over 10k this game. Or is the victory?
I hope he does. That'd be funny. It'd be really, really funny. That's vanilla.
Vanilla looking journal, yeah. Charm notch for
that's nifty.
Gundam continuing to just like no checks. We have no time for checks.
He can't afford it. He doesn't know what he's gonna do. If he leaves one open for too long, Adyn can just go and win, and he knows that. Oh, he has D-Dark. This is okay for Lostkin. And
D-Dark,
if they're sorry, go for it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say D-Dark Nail 2 is a pretty good Lostkin loadout, all told.
Yeah, true. I would rather have Shade Soul because you can get some nice triples and doubles. Plus, I just find it a little bit more interesting and fun. However, what I was going to say, 400 Essence for this. Neither of them checked what Essence has, and for all we know, could have another Dream Nail, could have another Nail Art, or could have Quick Slash, Grim Child, stuff like that.
Also, don't know
clearly
what
Radiant boss.
Radiant boss. Yeah, Adyn did. Both runners skip Massive Moss Charger, which is usually the Radiant boss of choice because it's very hard to accidentally take damage. With Shriek and Shaman, False Knight's not too bad, but it is a decent time investment.
Yeah, Adyn knows that Gundam will not be going for this. I don't think Adyn has Hornet. I normally would like to go for Radiant Hornet with Shriek just for fun, and Shriek makes her not too bad. But I think he's gonna go with False Knight for sure. Now I watched the Infinite cutscene.
Involuntarily accepting the time loss for Nail 3, because once you go into Gundham, you can't skip cutscenes, so upgrading your nail becomes much more painful.
Oh, Gathering Storm would be nice if he wants to get Nail 3. Yeah, Gundam now going, I'm assuming... Wait, where is he going? Is he going to Waterways?
This might be as close as he is to Godhome. I don't know if he got the Waterways Central Bench.
I don't think so. I think he got there before he had wings. No, he had wings the whole race. Maybe he went straight for Dung Defender.
I remember him going right for Dung Defender.
Yeah, definitely going.
Nail 0 for the Radiant boss.
False
See how this
Knight.
goes. Oh, clicking a tune. That's not great.
I thought you had to do all three.
The goal is just defeat a Radiant boss, so you just go Ascended and then Radiant.
Well, I mean, I thought you needed to get both to unlock. I guess all you need is Ascended? I thought you needed both.
Yeah, just Ascended will unlock Radiant.
Oh, I had no idea. Learn something new every day.
Yeah. So, taking that quick death to make sure.
Can you just Dreammail out?
You could Dreamgate out if you had Dreamgate.
Oh, good point.
It's like, astonishingly, we still don't have that.
Well,
timer's broken, so I can't say how long into the race we actually are, but it's certainly been a minute.
Yeah, it's been quite a while. Adyn still doesn't have a dash either. This is annoying.
Yeah, so
Once he gets to
Gundam's
his first stacker, though.
Gundam's equipment benefit is gonna be kind here. Will it be enough?
Well, if you think about it, Radiant loss means you can't take a single hit of damage, and without dash, False Knight actually becomes annoying. So
Yeah, you
look at
see
that.
it already just walking under.
Yeah. Honestly, Radiant Fluke Arm would not be bad with Shriek. But neither runner did it.
Do you know how much health Radiant Flukeworm has? Because I know Radiant False Knight has like 1 billion and it's for no reason.
Yeah, he has a lot of health. I have no idea, but Radiant Flukeworm, because you just Shriek, you know? But the thing is, you go into it with, oh my god, Adyn. You go into it without soul, so...
Yeah.
Adyn, you're playing with like, look at that!
Like, Radiant False Knight has almost double the health of Radiant Flukeworm. Which is insane. Looks like Gundam also doing False Knight.
I think Gundam might have this.
Gale 2, Dream Wielder. I think barring, barring some, unfortunate deaths to Radiant stuff, this might well be Gundam's.
Yeah, Gundam has, like, the equipment to do it, and that just helps out a lot. Adyn have the perfect False Knight fight is what you have to do, buddy. And once again, he doesn't even need this. Like,
yeah,
Gundam
just not going to give up without a fight. That
man,
death is
he can't.
unfortunate.
Yeah, I don't think, especially after that death, unless Adyn takes a death here, I don't think Gundam has it anymore. Adyn seems to know no like good strategy for this. As Colette points out, he's missing his shade. I can't tell with this UI, but I can see it now. I guess it is rather annoying not having full soul capabilities for this fight, I suppose. Where is his shade? Is it still in waterways? I can't remember where he died last.
Alright, Adyn taking a death to Radiant False Knight. It's got a lot closer.
Deepness by the vessel. Okay, thank you. Nah, this is, once again, this is Gundam's now, like, if Adyn didn't have that death. Oh. But once again, Radiant bosses are hard. So
yeah, Radiant bosses, it's such a crapshoot, because of their very binary nature. You're either alive or dead.
Adyn can still win this, he just has to have like a perfect fight. And possibly a death for Gundam and bad RNG.
Dreamwielder is so nice.
Yeah. I believe he used Dreamwielder to kill a failed champ really easily too. Is he ahead? Dash certainly helps, but I don't think it makes that much of a difference.
Yeah, okay, I think Gundam's got this, barring a timely death.
Yeah. Good snipe if he does get it. And it's looking likely, obviously. And then now, actually, Gundam looking strong.
Oh!
Wait, does that... No, he didn't kill him! He didn't kill him. No!
That is so
That was,
painful.
I think, final stagger.
That has got to be tilting. Yeah, dashing right into him.
Oh,
I hate to see
so
it.
sorry. Yeah, that's over. I think that's the final stagger. Right? No, it's not. Wow, he was that far behind. Yeah, I still think Adyn has this, especially with 2 deaths. Gundam might be able to. He's got to be a good fight. The Shade Soul would obviously make this significantly quicker IMO, because you can hit him while he's tantruming. Oh no.
That's final stagger. Gundam's a stagger behind. I don't think he's got this. Yeah. That is so painful.
He had it by a long shot too. Good job, Adyn. That second fight was long and he did a really good job. For a lot of fights, I tend to like doing as fast as possible because the less you are in the fight, the less likely they are to hit you. So it being significantly longer. Oof. Yeah, Nerve's also gonna get to him, I'm assuming. What's this? Checking past, Yeah, this is why I don't like,
And have a VS while you're there.
I'm telling you, Shade Soul would have probably made that fight go a lot quicker, because you could probably double him, just like you can double, whatever the other guy's name is, Champion? Field Champion?
And there's another dive.
Wait, go back for the door. Open the door. It's a check.
He's gonna check Crips for the first time. It's new for him.
Sure.
Meanwhile, Adyn, yeah, I think this could just be Adyn looking for more relics.
Relics or the random obtain, because random obtain, there's 2 of them, right? Or I guess 3, 4. 1, 2,
Brand, a Charm,
3.
another Dream Nail, another Nail Art, or Grimchild.
I mean,
Well, I guess
Grimchild,
Adyn doesn't have enough.
not so much.
He doesn't have enough dashes for Brand to be worth it, so never mind.
Okay, yeah, so 3. I don't think Grimchild would really count either, because that's such a long goal that I don't think Adyn would want to do unless he had to.
I mean, he's sitting at 12, like...
Yeah, but it's just still so long. Like, you have to go there, kill him, go all the way to Deepness, which I don't think he has been. All the way up to Cliffs, which he hasn't been.
Is missing Deepness Stag, it's true. That all of those flat work was done on Gundam's side.
Yeah, he can definitely do it. Like, it's definitely, he has the capabilities, it's just annoying. Yeah, nothing here. Honestly, really good for Adyn that nothing's there, because he's the one without essence. This is Cliffs. Gonna get his dash.
Yeah,
Both
gonna
dashes.
get his dashes. Yeah, so Kingsbrand back on the table for a important thing for Adyn now. Once he clears this up.
What are we missing? Like, where have we not been?
From Cliffs, I don't think we've seen Jonies. We haven't seen a lot of Kingdom's Edge because it was first gone to without dive. We haven't seen Dark Deep Nest at all.
There we go.
I'm pretty sure this is our first time at these Queen's Gardens checks.
No, I believe.
So I have a stack.
Been here, right?
Didn't check come back here? I don't think this relic got checked.
Oh, not come back here for sure. But Fungal Core is a thing as well. That's more towards Gundam's like setup though. A lot of edge, like Oro dive checks. He has 2 checks past him, and then also the Markoth relic. So nice resting grunts. Let's see if my mod lock plays still hold true. I'm gonna guess that the winning goal will be in. I'm gonna say Edge. I'm gonna say Adyn goes back to Edge and wins over there.
You got the King Station warp. We're off to a good start. Or nope, I lied. That's Motto. Looks like King Station first.
That's what I think the winning goal is gonna be. That, or he's eventually gonna just realize he needs to farm for Geo. Because he can also probably get Geo.
Sprint Master. Nice.
Oh no.
Nice.
Also, yeah, Jet makes a good point. He has like 14 grubs, it looks like. That's a lot of money. That's his first dash. To quote the great Insomnia, getting your first dash is almost as satisfying as getting your first vertical. It's pretty close. Dash is so nice.
As it's been this long. Okay, we're going back for some of these vertical edge checks, it looks like. Nope, maybe just grabbing the entrance journal and then leaving. This is going to be Gundam's first trip up to the storerooms, which is going to get him Great Splash.
I was just about to say that he doesn't have the nail art for the random obtain. This is new, Jonies.
Branda Jonies, question mark?
That'd be cool. But also, Adyn doesn't have the other dash yet. And I think if he gets Brand, he's gonna immediately warp to that. Therefore, not getting his other dash.
Simple. Oh, not quite Brand.
Nope, but as Jet also said, open GG's Hut, sell some eggs, can get the money for Nail 3.
Looking at his relics, looking... eyeing the count just a little bit. And he should have this on Geo, right? Between grubs and eggs. I can't imagine.
Oh, for sure. It's about like what, 5-ish K, right? And then the big money is pure nail.
Nail 3 is 3050. From Nail 0. It's 2,000 for just the upgrades. This could actually be Gundam grabbing it right now.
Maybe. Oh, he definitely has enough.
Looking for Vanilla Grimchild, perhaps?
Yeah, see, this is also, like, in my opinion, I feel like Adyn should have rushed that because he knows that was really available to him. But what can you do? He's, like I said, he does have the kind of cushion to kind of do checks and do whatever he wants right now. It's really his to lose at this point.
Yeah, 12 to anything below 10, you're pretty free to wander around the map.
Yeah. Also, unfortunate for Gundam here, he has to sit through that cutscene, but it's just one this time. Is this... Okay, he hasn't done that, but is this the dive past Dung Defender? That'd be funny.
Oh yeah, I suppose we couldn't get that there. That's also our second Dreamer at Boulder Shell, which we have not seen previously. Any Grimchild in that world sense?
That'd be awesome. Breda hasn't been saved. Maybe for once she can be useful.
Let's say vanilla looking up. Oh, there's stack. Nice. Nice. I hope that Stagness stag with the Grimchild is just sitting somewhere that we've forgotten about.
Glowing Gloom.
Yeah. I like that.
Something dumb like that.
Or Moloch.
Moloch, we haven't seen Moloch yet either, that's true. Markot Dive Relic.
Adyn gonna be clearing through Edge as Gundam goes through Journeys himself.
Elegant Key.
That's also something new.
Free check. I guess not free, but... Abandoned at Basin Simple Key. You're not wrong.
Oh,
that'll never get checked.
Painful.
Especially if Gundam does come back. I don't think he's ever going back there unless he opens Helper Log.
I would need to like get up to 12 goals first before thinking about going back to that. Love Key?
True. That's what a Love Key as well?
Some more
People
keys.
Right? I think they found every key. Moment of truth, right? I said it's an Edge, so...
we still haven't seen Colors or Lurker, or Hornet 2. Still got some options for Edge.
Didn't even bother to go for the fake dive, understandable. Fun fact, you can actually, like, wall clean to the right there, dash and wings up, and you don't need a pogo on that hopper. I believe Colette taught, I think, Math that, and then Math showed it off, and then...
Oh, GG.
GG. I was right. Let's go.
It is in fact the last goal in Edge.
Never question my mod log plays.
Mod log plays. Alright, I'm gonna mark the runners as done and get it in there. Okay, fantastic.
Wow, I can't believe I called it.
Yep.
Do you want me to get the spoiler log for you?
If you wouldn't mind grabbing it. I've got
GG's.
Got a vanilla insult. GG's. Man, those snipes, that Radiant boss.
Radiant boss. I had to do Force Knight 4 times. I died once on Ascended and 2 times on Radiant because the Shriek somehow doesn't destroy the fallen rocks. And I didn't notice the fallen rocks. And that was also the last phase. I was so tilted when you marked that one.
Yeah. I also died once on False Light Radiant, so
Yeah, no, that contest went back and forth
was-
so many times because Adyn, you had the head start, but Gundam had Nail 2 and Dreamwielder and a dash at that point. So like basically every time one of you died, we were like, oh, the other's going to get it now. Like there's enough time to buy it. And it still ended up being within a stagger of going either way. It was a really tight race.
I'm so mad about this seed. Like, why didn't I check stupid cliffs? I spent 95% of the seed without dash, and I hated it.
I got it pretty late, just after 3 floors using dive. I just got both dice just after you marked that one. That was also a nice snipe. And
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so on the other hand, you sniped me on Nosk and Dunk Defender. I was very close to both of those.
I knew that I sniped you on Nosk because I saw you mark mimics. And I so hoped that you would snipe me on Mimic so I could just continue for Nosk, and you did. So yeah, I knew that I had head start on that one. And Dunk Defender was the same. I was just going for Soul Master, and you marked Soul Master, so I was just, hey, let's go for Dunk Defender. And then I died on the way to Dunk Defender. It was stupid. I died in Water Waste 2 times, and it was so stupid.
So your intended dash, your first one was really early. It's the fourth thing on this list. You were supposed to do the shade skip to the Mantis Journal or the Mantis Village Journal if you wanted your first dash.
Incredible. So I assume then that 7 Grub Wings was your intended first progression.
Correct. Well, actually, Green Path and then Lurien at the Fog Canyon Seal West was number 2 apparently. My favorite thing here is Grimchild at Colo 2.
Oh my god.
Thank God I didn't go up there. I might have ended up doing that.
That'd been awesome. Charmnotch Grim had a VS.
Can you find some dream nails? Because I only had one.
Yeah,
the one from Resting Grounds. Only that one.
The one we saw all seed.
Dream Shield. They're pretty far down in the list here. Let's see. Dream Gate at Enraged Guardian.
Oh, nice. I was so close to doing that too.
Awoken Dream Nail at Arcane Egg Shade Cloak with your King's Brand. Let's look at that real quick. Let's see if I can find it. King's Brand at Mashard Brooding Moloch.
Oh my god.
Love to see it.
One seed that I don't do Moloch, and it's King's Brand.
Yep.
Cliff's Claw was obviously dupe. My favorite Dream Nail, not intended, was Collector's Map.
I mean, I completely forgot about Moloch, and the one time I remembered is when I walked in front of the statue in Gundham and it didn't turn up, so I didn't do Moloch.
Oh, by the way, the 2 dashes that you guys found were not intended. The other intended one, both of them were dupes, and the other intended was Rancid Egg Dark Deepness, which no one went to Dark Deepness this seed.
I wanted to go there after I finished checking clips.
Let's look where Cyclone was, I guess.
Where all the nail arts were, I never found any.
Weaver Song had the other one.
Below Oro was one, and I don't know where the first one was because that was early.
So Great Slash, you passed by Gundam like 2 or 3 times. I think it was in storerooms. I think maybe the left elevator, like the Crossroads.
Oh right, the elevator. I found something there, like the pale or the last one that I needed for Nail 3. So I just walked out and didn't go.
Right. Yeah. And then Adyn won the game on the Quick Slash Egg was Dash Slash.
Right. I hope that there was nothing in cliffs or edge or peaks because I was not going anywhere.
Yeah, it's hard
near
to go
that.
there, for sure.
It felt so bad buying that Soul Eater at the fountain because I knew that I'm pretty much practically giving up Nail 3.
I feel like you could have just sold to. I think a lot of us, or like Jet and me, and some other people said that you could just go sell to GG. You probably would have had it before Gundam.
That would have been a thing. I don't know.
I would never get to buy that because I used so much money to buy the first Pale Ore and to get Nail 2. because the fail or was it Lucky Dread? It was so expensive.
Yeah, makes sense.
Also, I was so close to buying out Salubra, and I actually got the money somewhere to finish buying that out, but I was like, he will never get it. He never got the relics that I had, so let's do Soulmaster first. You marked Soulmaster. So I was like, okay, let's rush Dunk Defender. He will go there, and you bought El Salubra in the meantime.
Also,
Yeah,
I
that
misspoke.
game.
But
Go ahead,
I
Zach.
misspoke. It's not Call of 2. It was Call of 1 for Grimchild. Call of 2 had Tramp Pass. Pale Lore is 2, right?
Yeah, Pale Lore is 2.
Okay, so yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's... Dang, should
Imagine Hive
replace,
Knight was on there.
replace King's Mold with Hive Knight.
Oof.
this
see.
freaking seed. It was worth it, the finals, but I mean, my 4 deaths was not worth it for the finals. Please tell me there was nothing at the Vessel Fragment in Deepness.
I don't. I think
Because-
we've seen everything else the seed has to offer.
Yeah, I don't see anything else other than I see NMG had Joni's Blessing and Sports Room had the Dupe C Dash. Did we find the other one?
I did find the Sports Room one.
I
The
think
other
I
one.
found that too.
Queen's
I-
Fragment had the intended Crystal Dash, by the way.
Nice.
Oh, that was another snipe, by the way. I was just on the Info Canyon to get my last grab there, and you marked it. That was another snipe.
Yeah, the snipes this seed was.
I rushed.
Also, I had two great Hustling trees when you marked it. That was also a snipe.
Yeah, so how I did this seed is I rushed 4 grabs to get a Baldur Shell, so I had an advantage on Crossroads for Canyon grabs. Then I got
Actually,
7.
you did not, because I had to get the grabs for Wings anyway.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
actually were pretty close on Crossroads Fog Canyon. You both had 1 grub in Crossroads left when, because you both found Sea Dash within 5 seconds of each other, and you both had 1 grub in Crossroads left. It's just that Gundham's was a little bit farther away. He had the top right grub still to do, and you had the one that was close to Fog Canyon, so that was basically the difference.
Yeah. I mean, the right side play worked out for me pretty well, because when he marked Blue Lake, then I assumed that he's probably in Blue Lake, so I'm gonna go to Bardun first, because I guess he's gonna take time to do Husk sentries, so I guess that worked out. And then I got Graves.
I thought that both Bardun and Great Husk sentries were just so long ago, so I just want to go checkers and find some other progression. And I found raids, which was nice, so I went to do Great Husk sentries and didn't work out because you got there earlier. Did
So
you
what
have any
actually happened?
spells?
Found 2 different wraiths at basically exactly the same time. There was a wraiths at
Oh,
Ackereg and a wraiths at, and you found them both. Literally, the pop-up was on our screen.
Yeah, I had Shriek Shaman pretty much, and then I found the VS and the dive very late as well.
Same. I had Shriek Shaman, Imagine equipping Shaman though. I screamed myself 5 times for not equipping charms, and still I am so bad at equipping charms.
Yeah, it's hard to remember. Because once you warp to a bench, you immediately want to go. You always forget about it.
Yeah.
I remember it when I got that. I wanted to equip Dashmaster.
Yeah, did you guys look up where Quick Slash and NMG was?
Alright.
I can do that real quick. You literally said that as I closed the spoiler log. Okay, I'm just back up. Quick. Quick Slash is that Arcane Egg Lifeblood Core.
Nice.
So there's that thing. And what was the other one? NMG, right? It's not. No, Master's Glory at World Sense, lol.
Hey, I said something like that. Quick Slash at or I said Grimchild at Black Egg. But...
We found 2, right? So we found
Lurian and Hera.
Lurian and Hera? Oh, so Monomon. Grubs 21.
Oh yeah, we did see that, didn't we?
Dreamer.
Oh, yeah,
Monomon.
I did not remember that one.
Good luck with that. Is anyone ready to Monomon the seed? Not without your no Dream Nail for 90% of the seed. It's pretty funny.
Alright, well,
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have Dream Nail or Dive, so no one wants to go to resting rounds.
yeah,
Right.
like no Dream Nail, no Dive, no Dash. Any of the 11 things would have been fine to have, but we just waited an hour.
Yeah, I think I even counted like 5 things were locked behind Dream Nail, so Dream Nail pretty strong. Yep.
All right, well, with that, that is Adyn having already had the advantage of the 1-game lead from coming from winner's side. We're sitting at match point now. Adyn up 2-0 in this best of 5. So Gundham, as we go into game 2, going to need to pull the reverse 3-0 essentially in order to take this from loser's side. We don't currently... It's a little bit hard. I am excited. If the future matches are anything like this one in terms of sheer content, I am rooting for at least go to 2 games on the board so we can go to a fake game 5 situation. Like really stellar display of Hollow Knight from both sides. We don't have anything else scheduled in this set, but game 1 of the upper bracket grand finals between Jet and Conra is going to be tomorrow at noon Eastern with Cake Sauce and someone else on the mic. So stay tuned for that. Yeah. It says someone submitted, I just can't do it.
Oh, I see. Yeah. That'll be a fun one too. More Hollow Knight content. We'll finish it this year, I promise.
Yeah, I believe.
Maybe I shouldn't promise that.
Total.
Shoutouts to my internet crashing just before this race and then coming miraculously back up.
The number of panic attacks in the 10 minutes leading up to the start of this race. Oh boy. But we did it. And may the rest of the set be problem-free in that regard. Except for Tram passing Hollow 2. Let's keep that for the rest of the set.
That was awesome. Curse has been lifted. We can actually finish, hopefully. So.
Hopefully.
Knock on wood. All right, well, GG's again to both runners. Thanks, Sour, for co-coming with me.
GG's. Thanks for coming with me. It was a lot of fun. I love content seeds like this.
And we hope to see you all here tomorrow for Upper Bracket.
GG's everyone. Thanks for playing. Thanks for coming. Thanks for watching everyone. See you next time.
Thanks for playing.